putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On first down, they go right back to Hall. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Jets first down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Play action now for Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that end up going the other direction.
Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contained rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Give up the middle with Hall. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. No touchdowns for either side. Maybe we'll get our first here. It's first and goal. Ball. Touchdown!
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Folks, extra point is good. And the Jets move out to a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. The Steelers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's got Fryermuth open on the left side. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Metcalf left side, he's got it. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Rodgers out quick to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
A run out of the gun with Warren. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
We'll get that to Jalen Warren. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 5. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll try to run for it.
On 3rd down, the defense decides to dial up a blitz. Give credit to the offensive line and the running backs. They were ready for it. They picked it up. That's what allowed the quarterback to escape the pocket, see open space, and convert and pick up the 1st down.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Rodgers. Now he takes off. Good idea there to cover up at the end. He's able to use his legs and pick up 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And he's in! Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Steelers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Jets 7.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Panay Wanwu now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They go play action with Fields. Our throw on the move is caught. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Off the play action, here's Fields. In trouble, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They need one right now. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He finds Austin with the grab. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. That's a Steeler 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
A-Rod out of the gun here on third down. He's got his tight end. That's fire move. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
16 yards.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. Off the play fake, Rodgers. This one down the field for Freiermuth. That is caught, and he will be out of bounds. There is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what that is all about. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Now here's second and goal. Warren trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll run the sneak, trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays. You hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a fourth and goal try.
Now Rodgers on fourth down. He puts it up, and it's caught. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Steelers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Makes the score Steelers 17, Jets 7.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Jets offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Second down. It's Fields. He's going to air this one out. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 56 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
He'll run again, and he will score! Game on! Justin Fields! Touchdown, New York! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Makes the score Steelers 17, Jets 14.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This taken at the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Start this on the ground with Warren.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and 2. Here we go. Rodgers to throw. Taking off. He'll try to get there. And Rodgers has done this long enough. Gives himself up at the end, but he's got a 1st down.
First down.
Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. The middle with Warren. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 21. That's a Steeler first down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night.